Hey guys, you're back on the bench with Matt and the Walkera Runner 250. Now, this video, I just wanted to focus on some different prop options and what kind of flight characteristics you can expect from one to another. Obviously, you're not limited to just the factory props. I do have to say though, Walkera I think did their homework with the factory prop. It performs pretty well, you know. It's kind of a happy medium. There's obviously it could be more stable. It's a little floaty, so there's room for improvement, but not a bad overall prop. Um, Moving on to this is a HQ 5x4x3 prop, and I have to tell you, with this prop on, the runner really handles like a tuned machine. A lot better agility, a lot better stability. Easier to keep altitude at speed. Just a good performing prop, but what you do lose, the downside is you lose some top speed. You're not going to get the speed out of this tri-blade as you're going to get out of any of the two blades that I've tried. Here we've got, this is the HQ 5545 Bullnose prop, and let me tell you, it's a beast. The power's there, the thrust is there, the speed's there. It's one of the fastest ones of the four. The handling is great. It really, I think, kind of flies like, it feels like the runner flies like it should. But there's a lot of draw there. It's a heavy prop, and even before the lights start flashing, I notice it gets a little wobbly. Obviously, being a heavier prop and taking more power to run, you lose a little flight time. This here, we've got the Gemfan 5045, smaller prop, and let me tell you, once it's up to speed, this thing screams. Probably one of this 5045 has the handling of the tri-blade and the speed of the 5545, but where it lacks is actually in thrust. I think it's a combination between it being a shorter prop and also being a heavier prop. It just takes so much more throttle to pull up from a fast descent. Because of that, I really thought that was going to be my go-to prop, but because of the thrust issue, I actually put it in the ground a couple times, just because it takes so much more thrust. I was used to the thrust of the factory or the 5545. So I've rolled it a couple times using those. Because of that, I've kind of gotten away from it now. The 5545 I love the performance of, but like I said, it cuts back on your flight time. I like being in the air as long as I can. So right now my go-to props are the factory and the tri-blade. If I'm doing some real tight maneuvering, I prefer the tri-blade. Some proximity, some any kind of trail flying. Now, if I'm just going out having fun, flying a field out in the open or in and around a few trees, I still like the stock prop. One thing that obviously is going to affect the performance some is actually the weight of the prop. I think you can see the screen here. I just want to show this to you. I thought it was kind of interesting. The stock prop, set that on there, we're at 4.44 grams. The lightest of any of the props I've tried. That 4.44 includes the mounting hardware, but also the flimsiest of any of them. Let's move over to the 5545. The weight on it is actually 4.65, so that's more than what the stock prop is. Without the mounting hardware, we had the prop nut, and puts us up at 5.8, 5.79. So a lot more weight you're spending compared to the stock. The Gemfan, the 5045, very stiff prop. You can see thick prop. This one actually weighs the most of any of them. Prop itself is 4.92. We add that prop nut and we're up at 6.07 compared to the 4.44 on the factory prop. Now, surprisingly enough, the triblade is with the prop nut just slightly heavier than the stock prop at 4.66 grams. So lighter than the other two. That difference in weight is going to be in the hub. These have a real thick hub, real wide, a lot wider. But there you go. That's you know, the flight characteristics I've seen from one prop to another. None of them fly the same. They all have some different benefits. They all have some downfalls. I've got some 60-45 props coming. I also want to try some different tri-blade props. So I'll post up another video soon. Hopefully have another 3 or 4 props that we can try out and compare. But like I said, try for yourself. The 3 blades, they look awesome and they are a lot of fun, so I'd try those out. And you know, either of these two, they're quick, they're fun to throw in there once in a while. But like I said, the factory or tri-blades would probably be my choice of what I've tried so far. So comment if you have any questions. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe. Thanks.